Addison Rae has announced she doesn't like this one thing about me. Bryce Hall wants to box Liam Payne. Amber Heard has responded to Johnny Depp's new TikTok account, and it's the return of Question of the Week. All this plus Binley Mega Chippy has been destroyed by the Royal Navy in a tactical cruise missile strike after it amassed enough profit to start developing its own nuclear program. On this week's edition of YouTuber News, hosted by me, Benedict Townsend, and brought to you by PopBuzz, the only website that just finished binging Stranger Things. And I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say, when they did that reference to the 80s and played the song from the olden days, I threw up and shit myself. That song's old! Can they do that? Our first story. We've often been very kind to Addison Rae on this show and her many strange projects, but now I find myself betrayed. A knife in mine very back. Yes, Addison, who I thought I could trust, this week out of nowhere decided to tweet, quote, "I just can't get into the mustache thing full time," attacking me and all of my kind. Now, Bryce Hall, who presumably knows Addison Rae, quote tweeted that, looking shocked with a picture of his own horrible little mustache, doing a comedy look like, huh? And other influencers as well were laughing and giggling. And it's not funny. And it's not funny, no, it's serious. Because some of us built our whole personalities around mustaches long before other certain former members of One Direction decided they wanted to. The point is, Addison, words hurt, and sometimes a lot. Our second story. If you don't take those hands off me, there's a high likelihood you'll never use them again. Those are the words that Bryce Hall will likely be hearing if he gets his wish to have a boxing match with Liam Payne. Yes, Bryce tweeted, quote, "I'm down to fight Liam Payne." Now, why did he choose this particular member of One Direction, of all people, to challenge to a round of pugilism? Well, aside from the fact that people like Bryce Hall spend most of their days randomly challenging people to boxing fights that never happen, Liam Payne has also been on everyone's mind this past week, ever since he inexplicably decided to go on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, and start talking like Howard Moon from the Mighty Boosh. I mean, it was just hit after hit. There was the bit I just quoted, where he said he was gonna basically break someone's hands off. There was the bit where he talked about first song, billion streams. And he's like, no one else in the band did that. And it's like, I'm pretty sure at least one member of the band has 100% done that. Also, I don't know if you've done that. 1 billion streams and strip that down? Should we take those numbers and strip them down? Because I'm not sure about that. Now, this Bryce Hall fight challenge was not the end of it. Liam's ex-fiancée, Maya Henry, also jumped in with a TikTok where she used the famous Tana Mojo, "Oh, we Team Bryce out here. Even the paparazzi Team Bryce out here, on guard." And basically said that she would be Team Bryce if there was a fight. And then Bryce followed that up with, quote, "So does this mean we have to fight now, Liam Payne? Your ex-fiancé, that you allegedly cheated on, was in my DMs. These are the DMs. It was just like, I thought her video supporting me was really funny, and she said, thanks, boss. I got boss zoned. But what do you want to do? Do you want a contract? Do you want to fight?" So there we go. Will Liam Payne fight Bryce Hall? No. But maybe it will happen. No. Liam Payne is one of the most famous musicians in the world. He was in One Direction. He's not going to start messing around with lame YouTubers. He's going to do cool stuff, like go on Logan Paul's podcast. Now we've got some more news coming up, but before that, it's time for Question of the Week. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. We don't have time for Question of the Week. This has been Question of the Week. Some weeks there's time, some weeks there's not. Honestly, it could have been a great installment, but tick, tick, tick. And finally, Amber Heard has responded to Johnny Depp setting up a wildly successful TikTok account and posting his first video. The video was about thanking his supporters who stuck with him during this bafflingly public trial, saying, quote, "To all of my most treasured, loyal and unwavering supporters, we've been everywhere together. We have seen everything together." Don't know if that's literally true. "We have walked the same road together," and it just goes on and on like that. It might have broken the record for longest TikTok caption, and there was a whole video and stuff, and he amassed 1 million followers on TikTok pretty quickly. But a spokesperson for Amber Heard responded to the post in a statement saying, quote, "As Johnny Depp says he is moving forward, women's rights are moving backwards." See what they did there? The verdict's message to victims of domestic abuse is, be afraid to stand up and speak out. And this echoes comments Amber herself made immediately after the verdict was announced. So, who should we root for in this A soap opera game that definitely isn't the real lives of two people. Oh, who's got the most points? In conclusion, I guess it's a bit like what one of Johnny Depp's characters famously said. Hi, I'm Edward Scissorhands. And with that, we come to the end of another installment of YouTuber News. I'm Benedict Townsend, and you can catch the show every Friday. You can also catch Quick Bites on Snapchat every Tuesday. I should probably know these things. And also make sure to check out YouTuber News Talk on TikTok. If you haven't already, subscribe by swiping up on the last snap of this story or by hitting subscribe on YouTube. Look after yourselves, have a great weekend, subscribe to the show, maybe watch the show again 2 or 3 more times. And remember, in the immortal words of Liam Payne, it's vitally important that you put your food waste in the food waste bin. I have a neighbour who will put his food waste in the recycling bin. I went out there and I said, whoa there, Chuck. You may hate the planet, but I don't. You best remove that food waste from that recycling bin, or you'll end up in that bin yourself. And let me tell you, after I'd got up, because he pushed me down, he bloody listened. This has been YouTuber News.